Well, what's going on, people? It's your boy SenseiRip, and I'm back again with another video. Shout out to all the people supporting the channel. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. We pushing for 100K, so please, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, like this video, share this video, drop a comment down below respectfully, and hit that notification bell so you can get the latest uploads as soon as it drops. Now, for those who don't know, about an hour ago it was announced the new versus matchup will be Bone Thugs and Harmony versus 3-6 Mafia, Thursday, December 2nd, 2021. First thoughts that come to mind is, wow, that's an interesting matchup. When I first, heard the matchup announced, I was like, maybe not feeling it. But the more and more I really sit here and really think about it, it's actually a genius matchup. Because Bone Thugs and Harmony and 3-6 Mafia has had so much influence, right, on the industry, even today. Some could argue and say that they still haven't got their flowers that they rightfully deserve. When you really think about it, like, let's sit back and really dissect this. Now, of course, Bone Thugs and Harmony, for those who don't know their story, man, they was just, youngins trying to find their way out of Cleveland, managed to come across Eazy-E, and the rest was history. But I'm not talking about the history, right, of how they broke into the industry. I'm just talking about the sound that Bone Thugs and Harmony brought to the industry. First of the mind, wake up, wake up, wake up. You know what I mean? It's the thuggish, ruggish bomb. I mean, it was certain, sounds we never heard before. And Bone Thugs and Harmony, man, they were fresh on the scene. And it's funny because if you remember, Busy and Migos got into it back in the day, right? Couple years ago. Of course, it was a little friendly, competitive, back and forth, whatever you want to call it. But when you think about that style, a fast rap that Migos is pretty much the face of today, right? Bone Thugs and Harmony was pretty much doing that. They were giving you that fast rap, but also harmonizing. You know what I mean? Giving you the melody at the same time. So when you really sit back and you think about it, you say, damn, this is a moment in hip hop in which Bone Thugs and Harmony can get their flowers. And then you flip it. You look at 3-6 Mafia and you say, man, still, even in 2021, they don't get the flowers, right, that they rightfully deserve. And this is my opinion. This is how I feel. In the early 2000s, a lot of people was hating on 3-6, especially here in Baltimore. And I don't want to say, hate, but 3-6 wasn't a popular sound. Everyone was still, hooked to New York. New York was dominating the airwaves. But 3-6, when you think about the production, the trap beats that you hear today that everyone loves for so many producers, DJ Paul and Juicy J, man, they was giving you that back in the early 2000s. And if you go back and you listen to those 3-6 projects, you can't sit here and tell me that you don't hear the influence of trap beats. There was no one else at that time period putting out that type of music. 3-6 was on the map. And the beautiful thing is they had so many people that was a part of the camp. From Lil White, Frazier Boy, right? Gangsta Bull, rest in peace, Lil Infamous. Project Pat. So many people that was associated with the brand. And of course, people try to act like Crunchy Black wasn't the hottest at some point in the game. Sounds crazy, I know. Crunchy Black, get out of here. But there was a moment in time when Crunchy was in high demand. That's what I mean, man. Both groups respectfully brought their own original sound to hip hop. And for that, can never go unnoticed. The industry now, fast forward, 2 decades later, you got trap beats and you have artists singing and harmonizing. So why wouldn't this be the perfect matchup? Now again, the last versus matchup we had was Big Daddy Kane versus KRS-One, which was pretty much class in session, if you will, to show you how the OGs, can rock the crowd, entertain the audience. And of course, some, gave it mixed reviews. For the most part, both MCs showed up. So with this one, I expect a lot of hits. Bone Thugs got a lot of hits, man. Slept on. For those, of today that don't know. Of course, naturally, I would probably side with 3-6 because they have so many people in that army that represent that flag. And it's being reported that, Bone, all the members will be there. So this should be a star-studded event. Hip-hop should be there, front row, in attendance to support Bone Thugs versus 3-6 Mafia. We give so much praise to the East Coast, right? They're the mecca of hip-hop. Then we give so much praise to the West Coast. And then the down south, of course now, they dominate the airwaves and the radio. There's no way around it. Atlanta influences a lot of artists in the industry, even the sound. You can't deny it, but this one here is a special moment. We got to give Bone Thugs their flowers along with 3-6. Because I do feel like they have contributed to the game. And when you sit back and you look and see what's popping, what's the sound of today, a lot of people give their own criticisms of, lack of bars, right? Metaphors and all that good shit, wordplay. But today's sound it's not about that. It's about harmony and, melodies. You got so many different artists from Young Thug to Gunna, Future. So many artists, Young Boy, people that experiment with the sound. And when I sit back and I think and I observe, I say, damn, well, Bone Thugs was ahead of their time. When you really sit there and you listen to the music, still to this day, it's so unique. You can't duplicate it. Of course, Migos, they bring their own sound to the table, right? But when Bone did it, it was just different. Same thing with 3-6. 3-6 had some of the hardest trap beats you will ever hear, still to this day. You can't sit here and tell me with a straight face that when you play them Project Pat, them albums, Laying the Smackdown, Mr. Don't Play, Getty Green, these are classics where I'm from. I don't know about y'all, but they get a lot of spins where I'm from. A lot of replay value, man. Here in Baltimore, 3-6 was definitely appreciated. And it was different. I'll never forget when Most Known Unknowns was that? No, actually the Unbreakables. It's probably my favorite 3-6 album. Because Most Known Unknown was more like their redemption. Came back to take over the charts once again. But Unbreakables, man. When Unbreakables came out, I got them rainbow colors in my cup. Like I said, it was the hottest thing out at the time. And I just remember being so infatuated with the production, the lyrics, Lil Infamous, rest in peace. The way he would, give his animated lyrics. I used to like Lil Infamous voice, man. He was just dope. And of course, Juicy J, in my opinion, back then he had the best part on the beat. Every time you heard the stomps in the background, you knew Juicy J was getting ready to go off. So, I don't know about y'all, but in my opinion, I think this is going to be a good matchup. It's a good moment in hip-hop. Of course, they're going to, represent for the fallen. Both camps have had artists, that's no longer with us. Of course, on Bone's side, we got Eazy-E, Lil Infamous, what is it, King Cooper. You really sit back and think about it, man. In 2021, hip hop has came a long way. And I remember a lot of people giving criticism to Verzuz, saying it's watered down. But when you really think about it, I think it's a good platform that gives the OGs and the elders their flowers while they're still alive and breathing, to let it be known that, you know, they deserve recognition. They deserve respect, especially for opening the doors for artists that you see today just easily thriving, making so much money. If it wasn't for these groups like Bone Thugs and Harmony and 3 6 Mafia, I don't know what the industry would be, especially today. With all this, you know, with singing, rapping, and trap beats, you can't talk about the timeline and the history of hip-hop and not mention these groups. So, no matter where we are in the future, 2021, 2031, always pay respect to those who put in the work, man. Pave the way and open doors for the next generation down the line. That's what we're supposed to do. And on December 2nd, I expect people to show up and show out. You know, it's going to be a crazy event. We know 3 6, you know, tear the club up. Bone Thugs, they're going to show up. And I expect it to be, you know, another epic event. And we're going to see. I'm pretty sure it's going to be star-studded, a lot of guests. So y'all tell me what y'all think about this this Verzuz matchup, man. Bone Thugs versus 3 6. Do you agree with what I'm saying about the influence that both groups had on the industry even today, from the harmonizing and rap to the trap beats? Y'all let me know. All right, do y'all agree, disagree? With that being said, man, my name is SenseiRip. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. I'll catch y'all at the next upload. Till next time.